Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Texas Tailgaters playing Savannah Bananas tonight. And you know it's a Saturday afternoon. And we're playing at PNC. But hey, come here. Look at these streets. We got all this blue going on. It's not Texas Tailgaters blue. It's actually week 1 of college football. Pitt Panthers playing Duquesne. We figured, let's go tailgate, huh? Give me the rock. Boom. We got some tailgating going on, huh? What's going on, guys? We are the Texas Tailgaters. Tailgating the whole deal. Figure we'd come hang out a little bit. What do we got here? Don't mind if I do.
Very good.
I don't see the Bananas out here meeting people at the tailgate, so I'm just saying.
Woo! This is, what do they call it? Active. There it is.
It's Heinz Field.
It's okay, so that's what everybody's saying. It's still Heinz Field.
Real tailgate sign up.
Tell us about your setup over here. He's double carring it?
Eat. You want to eat?
It's like it's a pancake. All right, Jimbo. No. I need some of that sausage in there. Amazing. Good, though.
Who made that?
My man, right over here, double carring it over here, bro.
His name's Dave.
We love Dave. Dave's my hero. Thank you so much.
Hey, is that Morgan Wallen?
Is that Morgan Wallen? If Morgan Wallen and Hardy had a love child, it would be you, man. Just saying. I love the shirt, by the way. Thanks, bro.
Back home.
The Tailgaters, so we come to see the tailgate, you know.
I need you to get that line there. Shake it, Jimmy Lewis! Shake it! Got a good one on deck this time. I don't know if we're going to do all that. So we made it over from PNC Park over here to the football stadium. Line dance, we ate some food, played some games, we tailgated along the way. Why don't we go beat the Bananas tonight? Huh?
Yeah. Why not?
Get her up, boys! Get her up! Get her up, ladies! Get her up! Get her up! Get her up!
Gator up indeed. Welcome into Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. Tonight we bring you the finale of this 2-game set between the Savannah Bananas and the Texas Tailgaters from beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. For a second straight night, over 40,000 fans have joined us for the festivities in one of the best ballparks in the Bigs. The atmosphere in the Steel City is unbelievable. And we welcome you inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your virtual Saturday with us here in virtual Banana Land. Now, what a wild ball game we had last night. The Tailgaters had the lead 3 different times, and then a walk-off grand slam won it for the Nanners after 3 rounds of showdowns.
And that was the first lead the Bananas had the entire night. We also can't forget Mr. Beast and his crew were there doing some challenges with the Bananas and Texas Tailgaters. And in the end, that walk-off grand slam from Eric Jones Jr. in showdowns, the first ever home run to lead the yard in showdowns in Savannah Bananas history.
Yeah, going for their side. Of course, Reese Hampton had the solo shot for the Party Animals back in Brockton 2023 in showdowns. That is not how the Bananas wanted that ball game to end. Now let's take a look at not just the grand slam last night, but Bryson Bloomer's walk-off grand slam in the first ever Tailgaters game to happen all the way back on May 24th of this year in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was the first walk-off grand slam in Banana Ball history. This is the second walk-off grand slam in Banana Ball history.
Yeah, the Tailgaters are 4-2 still in showdowns in their short Banana Ball careers. Nonetheless, both the times they've been handed the loss, it's been because of these walk-off grand slams. As it's time to start the clock.
It is time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Leading off for the
And away we go. Jordan Hussein at the top of the Tailgaters lineup for an 8th straight game. Then Zach Watson and Nick Lopez, Taj Porter cleaning it up. Indiana Stanley, Mac Danford, Travis Mignot, Brett Carson, Taylor Justice, and Jonathan Luters to round it out. Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, here in his 8th year as a Savannah Banana, gets a ground ball to Ryan Cox. The Pittsburgh kid pulls off the Professor. Wild throw, but the 6'5" Corell Prime there to clean it up. A trick play for the glove magician to get us going tonight.
And Prime's adjustment moving off of the bag saves the trick play for the glove magician. Now up to a tour leading 178 this season. A quick burst out for Cowboy Kyle Lewigs, who is 3-1 this season, and 2 of those 3 wins have come against the Texas Tailgaters.
And here's Zach Watson, the left fielder, just to put those 178 trick plays into perspective for Ryan Cox. That is now 60 more than second place on this tour. His center fielder, D.R. Meadows, has a $118. Cox just in a tier of his own. And you could say the same for Meadows when it comes to trick plays in the outfield. 2-0 count coming to the Orioles' third rounder in the 2019 draft. And Cox once again there for the trick play. This time a strike to Prime. And 2 outs on 2 trick plays from the kid out of Aliquippa, Pennsylvania.
Well, this is why the Bananas have continued to throw out Cowboy Kyle Lewicks to start these ball games. Incredible command of the strike zone, a guy who's collecting a lot of strikeouts, but inducing a lot of ground balls and especially trick plays. And you see Cox already with 2 in tonight's ball game.
Nick Lopez ahead 2-0. Fastball just misses below the knees. Lewicks not thrilled with the call. This is not a guy you want to fall behind. His .383 batting average now leads the entire tour. He's 1 tick ahead of Jake Skoll on the Party Animals, hitting .382, which means he is now out of Triple Crown contention for the very time being. Skoll still leading the tour in home runs and RBIs. And Lopez leading the Tailgaters in just about everything offensively. A .468 on base percentage, 1.021 OPS. Just had his 3rd home run of the year last night, a 3-run shot to right. And no problem for Cowboy Kyle. Under the leg flip to Prime. 3 trick plays. Lewicks on the finale, his 4th of the tour, and what a first inning for the Nanners.
Some mighty fine banana ball to start night 2 in PNC Park. 10 pitches, 3 trick plays, and a 2-minute and 25-second inning.
Well, a trick play clinic from the Nanners defense. Let's take a look at the Tailgaters defensive alignment. Left to right in the outfield, it is Watson, Stanley, and Carson. Third to first in the infield, UC Munoz, Hussein, Looters, and Danford with Justice behind the dish.
Well, the Tailgaters matched the Bananas in trick plays last night. Each team had 9 apiece, and Indiana Stanley is one of the standout performers lately. Since moving to center field for the Texas Tailgaters, he's collected 8 of his 12 total trick plays this season. A lot of behind-the-back grabs and backflip catches.
And in the middle of it all, Cole Kitchen out of Woodland Hills, California, here in his first full Banana Ball World Tour after playing with the Visitors, Banana Ball's developmental team, last summer for their 6-game stretch. And his debut in Banana Land came in the summer of 2021, helped the Nanners win a Pettit Cup in the CPL.
This is start number 8 for Cole Kitchen, who at Santa Clara University had 260 in a 3rd innings pitched, a 4.36 earned run average. And Kitchen owns the 2nd lowest ERA on the Texas Tailgaters right now.
Good to get a sneak peek here at the baby race. We have 2 toddlers neck and neck coming down the stretch, scooting and crawling. Which strategy will prove victorious? A little grab from Dad there at the end. And a victory for the youngster. Scooting to the W. And here is the Nanners lineup after that photo finish. The Doctor at the top, then Ziggy hitting 2nd, Oberst 3rd, Alexiadis cleaning it up, then Cox Prime and Cruz, E.J. Hosley and Olsen to round it out.
It's rather astounding that Eric Jones Jr. is still batting in the 8-hole tonight for the Bananas, considering 2 for 3 last night, had the walk-off grand slam and showdowns, and happens to be batting .474 here in the month of August. He's the guy the Tailgaters have got to pitch pretty carefully tonight.
Yeah, he's one of the best hitters in our sports history. You can say the same about the man up right now. That .362 batting average you saw for a 2nd best on the Bananas across this 2025 campaign. And it's a live fastball from Cole Kitchen that gets him his first strike of the night. 2-1 to the Doctor, make it 3 balls and a strike. Kitchen has been mid to high 90s. He likes to sit in the lower 90s, able to get soft contact. Munoz flipping it between the legs, a seed across the diamond. And a trick play from the Tailgaters to start their night on defense.
Yeah, now Munoz has trick plays in back-to-back nights for the Texas Tailgaters, one coming at 2nd, and this one coming at 3rd as you see the flip through the legs. And now it's the hometown kid, Alex Ziegler, out of Butler, Pennsylvania, getting to bat in the 2 spot tonight in PNC.
Ziggy here on his 4th World Tour. Get a look at the numbers. For a guy who's not known for being an offensive dynamo, he has been really effective and loads of quality at-bats this year.
Well, he has the season cycle for the Bananas, has singles, a double, a triple, and his first career home run this season. And the other big standout note for Alex Ziegler, got an opposite field knock in last night's ballgame that helped him set a new single season high in hits.
And that was after starting his night here in his home city with a foul out to the fans. He's given them a couple more opportunities. First trip to the dish here tonight. That ball juggled and dropped. Ziggy ended up with a knock, 1 for 2 on the ball game.
And he told us with him being back home, he wasn't even concerned about the fans possibly making a play against him. But he certainly has a heightened awareness tonight as he had the arms outstretched with them fouling that one into the seats behind home.
Another 2-2. Lined out to right center field. Slide and catch, Brett Carson. What a snag for out number 2.
Well, for Brett Carson, took the first step back on that ball off the bat of Alex Ziegler, then had to crash in very quickly, has the speed to make up the distance and complete a great diving catch to rob Ziegler of another knock in this series.
And first pitch gets his former collegiate Bananas teammate Cole Kitchen. Gas up and in to Dan Oberst, who will take the free 90, the inning-winning run aboard for the Bananas. A reminder for anybody who may be watching Banana Ball for the first time, every inning is a game within itself. It's match-style play. So if you win an inning, you get a point. Team with the most points, of course, wins the ball game. And every run scored in the final inning counts as a point. That will either be the 9th or whatever frame the 2-hour timer runs out in. Dan is picked off. Tried to get a good jump on Kitchen. Now he's in a pickle. Danford with the ball, and he will make the tag to take care of Oberst. Caught stealing for only the 4th time in 15 attempts here in his 7th year as a Savannah Banana. Another look as Kitchen gets the big pickoff to face the minimum, scoreless through 1. And YouTube, now it's just us.
We've gotten to you a little earlier tonight, YouTube.
This is as early as I think we've ever gotten to you on a national broadcast.
We were a little upset about ourselves last night.
Yeah,
so
but we explained ourselves.
We wanted to make it up to you guys.
Yes. I mean, come on. I was like, wait a minute. We got Andy Archer and company handing out roses. Shout out Andrew Mann. Somehow the blue beard is back to dirty blonde.
I've got to figure out how they do that.
Yeah, chat, you decide what color Andrew Mann's beard is.
I could start dyeing my mustache.
I would love that. Oh, man. Genius.
Think about that one.
Can't believe we haven't done that
before. We could
before.
have a wheel of colors, whichever one it lands on. That's the dye for the night.
We're back in like 5. Welcome back to Banana Ball, live on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You get a look at the Roberto Clemente Bridge in the foreground, and the plethora of bridges in the background, spanning the Allegheny River. And the numbers now for Cowboy Kyle Lewicks here in campaign number 8 as a Nana.
Yeah, like we said, Lewicks 2-0 this season against the Texas Tailgaters. And another great note for Kyle is Porter lines this into right field. Tip, drill, and another trick play for Reese Alexiadis. And, of course, a one-piece celebration to boot. The Bananas, all 4 of their outs tonight have come via a trick play. And we are one trick play away from 1,500 in 2025.
That's pretty unbelievable. Line shot from Indiana Stanley. There's our first hit of the ballgame for either side. What a play by D.R. Meadows to keep this speedy Stanley to just a single. Indy 2 for 4 with a hit by pitch, a run driven in last night. He stays hot here in the Steel City. By the way, that celebration dance from Reese Alexiadis, I think that was the chopper dance from One Piece. As the fans get another opportunity. No catch on the foul ball off the bat of Mac Danford.
We're going back to Cowboy Kyle for just a minute. He has not allowed a home run since the 5th of July against the Firefighters in Fenway Park. He's done an excellent job at keeping the ball in the yard lately, as Stanley thinks about trying to steal second base, and Lewis gets to hear from Corral Prime and comes away with a pickoff of Stanley. Once again, the aggression comes back to bite the rookie Texas tailgater, as now nobody on the base pass for Mac Danford.
And 2 down here in the top of the second. Ball and a strike on the Tailgaters' first baseman. So that's 2 veterans of Tyler Gillum's green light special base running system. That was called a strike. Okay, 0-2 count. That's 2 vets of Gillum's base running system. The motto being pressure bursts pipes. And sometimes guys like Oberst and Stanley can get a little too aggressive. Heaters up high after Lewis gets the over 40,000 fans on hand into a synchronized clap, and he would like another while he's still ahead in the count. Chopper to third, barehanded by Hosley across the diamond, and Cowboy Kyle has faced the minimum through 2 scoreless innings.
Almost a carbon copy time from Cowboy Kyle from inning 1 to inning 2. This one just 2 seconds longer as it wraps up in 2 minutes and 27 seconds for the right-handed veteran.
So we are scoreless through an inning and a half. It'll be up to Cole Kitchen to respond once again in the bottom of the second. And what a treat. We're going to have him mic'd up once he gets out on the mound.
I'm out on the mound.
And we just might have his catcher on the mic as well. How about it? What a treat. Only in Banana Land. The battery mates for the Tailgaters. A pair of former collegiate Bananas will be checking in with us as you get to look at Reginald Horton. The best in the biz, keeping the umpires hydrated. Let's take a look at an interview I had with Cole Kitchen back in 2021.
Right rundown, my friend.
Hi.
Happy to have you here. Didn't think you'd come through this way. Now, you score the first run of the ball game, get to run through the grandstands. How much excitement was going through those stands when we're chugging through with the team?
A little bit too much, because I almost slipped and ate it like 3 times.
That would have been bad.
I mean, kind of would have been funny, I think.
That's true, too. Cole, thank you, buddy. Enjoy your player meal.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. That's good. It's just what I needed.
Oh, man, the burger's looking tasty down here.
Jesse. Jesse. Funny seeing you here.
And Cole Kitchen joins us now. What the heck was going on in your mind when you decided to give me a smooch in the player meal, man?
Well, I saw you in a compromised position.
You had me.
And I don't know, it crossed my mind. Our good buddy Alex was there. He said, I'll bet you $10. Never got that $10.
Yeah, sounds like marinara.
Dirty.
Yeah.
You've got Reese Alexiadis, your buddy who grew up just a few minutes down the road. Taylor Justice joining us on the mic as well.
Good stuff.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, no 2 count. Taylor, I got to think you saw...
1-1, know the game.
Know the kid.
Little in.
What'd you say, Bika?
You saw Cole got to kiss the broadcaster. You decided I want to play for that team next year?
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, that's rough. 2 strikes, guys. Come on.
Oh, 2
Lock in.
strikes.
Bika said 0-2.
I tried to help you.
I know. I was just looking at the scoreboard.
Never trust the scoreboard.
Never trust the broadcaster.
Yes! Yes, see that ball, Taylor.
Hey, flip that
Oh,
bang.
that's a clip it. Clip
I want
it.
it well
Or a
done.
farm.
I want it
Or
well
a farm.
done.
1 piece. Oh, where's the ball? Hey, I got it.
Wow. Guys, talk about how cool it is playing baseball for kids to now getting to play in front of over 40,000 fans. Cole, it's got to be special.
Oh, man, is it that many? It's all right.
It's over 40,000.
I'm starting to feel my legs again from the start. That's the biggest change.
Oh, okay. Well, I have something to say.
I knew you would.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure. I mean,
All right.
summer ball with Cole. We used to drive each other to the field, play against each other in Little League, throw a strike, dude. And then,
Jeez,
I mean,
can hear
now it's
him.
like 40,000 fans. And it's pretty unreal for me. I love this dude. And we're rooming together now, too.
Give me a Pittsburgh fan catch for the hometown kid.
Here we go. The one guy
What
brought
the
his
hell is
glove.
the point of such a large? Did he catch it?
No, he didn't.
No catch.
Son of a gun.
Here you go. I got you.
Now,
Okay.
Cole, Taylor, you guys were both a part of the Visitors Banana Ball's developmental team last season. Was the hope that in 2025 you guys would find yourself on the same team again?
That's my dog.
Yeah, I mean, good pitch.
I disagree.
Is that a strike?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't talking
Vince,
to
you
him.
missed that one. I was hoping to be on the same team with Cole because I always wanted to room with him. And now we get to. And he is,
Oh my gosh, that was scary.
he is the weirdest dude I've ever lived with. But I'm sure he'll say the same for me. So I've enjoyed being on the same team as him. Hey, Brian.
What are the weirdest things that each of you do?
Cole, do you want to tell him where you bought your supply of meat?
There was a guy on the corner of the CVS, and it seemed like a good deal. I'm a bit of a bargain hunter. I got a lot of beef. Was it gray? A little bit.
It was mystery meat, dude. Who knew what it was?
Could have been horse.
It was human.
No, maybe raccoon.
Give me a cat.
I don't know.
Some armadillo.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of squirrel.
All I know is
Perhaps.
there was a lot of cats at our last place in Savannah,
Oh,
and I haven't seen a lot of cats lately.
Oh, 2 to prime.
Oh my gosh, I would have hated
I don't
myself
know.
if I
You
did
have
that.
something weird about me, Cole?
Yeah, Taylor does this weird kind of quirky thing.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
He likes to leave his dishes in the sink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Oh,
high
yeah.
cheese.
Oh my gosh, imagine if I could still throw 90. What is that? You got a gun up there? I've been wondering for ages. Oh wait, Taylor, we're supposed to do this celebration.
What was I supposed to
Anyways,
do? Oh, I couldn't hear.
Can I tell
I'm
my
talking
joke
to
or
you.
is it too late?
Yeah, no,
Whatever.
tell a joke real quick.
I thought of this earlier. What do you call Jesse Cole in the shower?
What do you call them?
The man in the birthday suit.
Nailed it.
That's good right there. That's good stuff.
Thank you guys.
All right,
Best of luck
gentlemen.
the rest of the way.
We'll see ya.
Great work, guys.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Give it up for Patrick, everybody. All right, Dan, do you think you can top that? Yes. Very. I like the confidence. All right, Shaq, hit it for Dan. Very nicely done, Dan. Oh, wait. This just in. There is a third contestant for Banana Man's Next Princess. Let's bring her out. Come on out, Emery. There she is. All right, Sharky Shark. Can you hit it for us?
You're watching Banana Ball on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. We come to you from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, you look at downtown. We've got Tailgaters versus Bananas from the North Shore, PNC Park, and the best view in baseball. Boy, they did a heck of a job when they built this joint, opened up in 2001. 25th year of action. Blessed to get to bring Banana Ball here to the city of Bridges. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Tailgaters. Travis Munoz, Brett Carson, and Taylor Justice. If the Tailgaters could have pulled it out last night, and they had the lead 3 different times, Munoz was going to be the showman of the game. 3 for 5 A home run, a double, couple runs driven in, couple runs scored. Fantastic with the glove, both at second and third base. Alas, the Gators went down after 3 rounds of showdowns, but Munoz nonetheless having a really nice first full year of banana ball.
Yeah, it was a rather complete contest for Travis Munoz. Finished a triple shy of the cycle last night. It's the second time already in his banana ball career that he has finished just 1 knock short of the cycle after he finished a home run shy as a visitor in 2024 against the Bananas in Indianapolis.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Lewig's out for a 3rd inning of work. He's induced 3 trick plays, allowed 1 hit, and faced the minimum thanks to a timely pickoff of Indiana Stanley an inning ago. 2-2's cranked foul. Munoz, another California kid. We've got a ton of them here in Banana Land. And what a resume. Started at Oregon, then went the JUCO route for a year at Orange Coast College. Finished up his college career at Arizona in the Pac-12 then. And here he falls victim to off speed from Lewis, who grabs his first punch out of the evening.
Nice execution from Cowboy Kyle Lewis, and he and Eric Jones Jr. team up for one of his signature strikeout celebrations, the belt buckle shuffle, as it's Lewis going to his patented slider to get the K.
Kyle's been pitching to EJ for 4 straight years now, so they've got their celebrations synced up. Fastball is wide to Brett Carson. And now Lewis is going to bless us with a 3-2-2, starting with a 4-person phantom slap. Now they're whipping it in. They got DR coming in from center for the boogie. Wilson and Cox in the middle of it. And now going into a shift. Olsen under his glove. Meadows will clean it up. And that's going to be an 8-3 for the putout. I don't know if it got a piece of Jackson. If it did, we'll make it a 4-8-3. But for now, we'll keep it just center fielder to first baseman for the out.
Nonetheless, it helps to have an infielder who converted to an outfielder over there at second base to field that. Meadows, when he was a collegiate Banana, spent most of his time playing second base for the Savannah Bananas and just recorded a pretty big out on the 3-2-2 pitch.
That was when he was a teammate of Taylor Justice. They combined talents to make it back-to-back Coastal Plain League championships for the Nanners in their last 2 years in the league. Now Justice, the catcher, trying to kickstart a 2-out rally. Front door slider evens up the count. Pitcher's pitch for Lewis to jump ahead. The fans hoping for donuts. If Taylor Justice strikes out, the full capacity crowd will get him, courtesy of Duncan. And Justice playing spoiler will line out. Nice basket catch from Alexiadis on the charge. And a second 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for Cowboy Kyle. We'll get it on down to the field to Emily Cole. Well, we honor our Bananas Foster family of the night with another look at Alexiadis' snag.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That's enough to fill PNC Park 10 times with the amount of kiddos currently experiencing foster care. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already making a difference in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Hankinson family. Kate, Eric, and their 3 biological daughters started their journey as a foster family 14 years ago. This family often welcomes newborns into their home, providing love and comfort to the littlest kiddos in need. The Hankinson family has now welcomed 2 boys into their family through adoption and in total have welcomed 35 children and teens into their home. Fans, please help us celebrate this incredible family so that we can celebrate them for all that they're doing for the foster care community.
This is all what it is all about. Another big shout out to the Hankinson family. And here is how you can support foster families across the country.
And get those hands clapped.
Welcome back to Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. Well, we head to the bottom of the third inning. The Banana Band blasting away. Entertaining the crowd of over 40,000 fans we have on hand here at PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is the finale of this two-game set. The Bananas won a thriller after 3 rounds of showdowns last night. And Cole Kitchens got his work cut out for him here in the bottom of the third. You get to the bottom of this Bananas lineup, you think you would get a break, but no, he's got back-to-back former minor leaguers in Robert Anthony Cruz and Eric Jones Jr., and then in the hole, the always formidable Danny Hosley, and Rack has the first knock of the night for the Nanners, trying to stretch it into 2. Brett Carson's throw will be offline and not in time. And a belly flop 2-bagger. Robert Anthony Cruz ties Dan Oberst for the team lead with his 15th double.
Yeah, Cruz has not had a problem hitting for extra bases this season for the Bananas. And spent a lot of time batting in the cleanup hole this season, but ever since the Bananas moved him out of the cleanup hole when he was really struggling, he has hit a lot better. A 279 mark, now has 7 extra base hits and 5 runs batted in since being moved down in the lineup. It's certainly paying off and lengthening the lineup at that.
Ball and a strike on Eric Jones Jr. EJ was last night's hero. 2 for 3 with a triple, 3 runs driven in, and then in the third round of showdowns, a grand slam to win it. And he picks up right where he left off. Cruz getting the windmill and then slams the brakes. Good move. Indiana Stanley with a laser beam to justice. It's 3-man Nanas. Coaching third base, Anthony Gallo got a little excited, had the windmill going, and Rack said, we got no outs. Indy's got a great arm. I think I'm going to pump the brakes and see if Hosley can't bring me home. So the inning-winning run 90 feet away, and Danny Do-It-All, who was superb last night on the mound. A scoreless top of the 9th inning pitched, and then 3 straight showdown shutdowns to set up that EJ game-winning grand slam. Has the fate of the third inning in his hands. 5-man infield for the Tailgaters. They bring Indy in. And the 0-2 to Hosley. Cranked deep out to left. That'll do the job and then some. It'll go down as a walk-off double. As the Bananas strike first, winning the third inning, they're up a point.
3 straight hits for the Bananas, and now Danny Hosley has a hit in each of his last 8 starts for the Savannah Bananas as they claim the first point tonight in PNC Park.
And how about Alexiadis and Ty Jackson leading the charge in the walk-off celebration. So the Nanners up 1. Still plenty of ball game left. The Tailgaters led 3 different times last night. As Garrett Lampert is going to lead us in some musical chairs. We'll get a peek at this promo.
These cows are going to get nice and dizzy while the music plays. When the music stops, they're going to run to a chair. The last one standing will be our winner. Cows, start spinning. DJ, play that music. They're spinning, they're getting dizzy. When will it stop? Who knows? Find a chair, we got one here. Open chair at the end. Who's it gonna be? A race for the chair. And there we go, back to the bats. We're doing another round. Only 2 chairs will remain. Oh goodness. Get to spinning, boys. Pittsburgh, can I get a big old moo? We got 2 chairs. Who's going to get one? That's ground beef, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We got our final 2 cows. Back to the bats, boys. Back to the bats. Where's this chair going to be? Who knows? It can go anywhere I want it to go. Come get it, boys! Oh, goodness! Does that count as cow tipping? Your winner of musical chairs!
Riveting stuff. Thank you, Garrett. Let's get it to Jared Donaldson, first man out of the pen, taking over for the Richmond Hill, Georgia product, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, who went 3 innings of shutout ball. Now, the Albany, Georgia product, Donnie on the bump.
The 3rd year Bananas, 5-3 this season for the Bananas. And quickly on the first pitch, has this one lined out to right field. Reese Alexiadis has the tornado catch, his 2nd trick play of the game, and the 1,500th of the 2025 World Tour, the most we have ever seen and counting.
Another couple looks at the tornado catch here in the center of the Steel City. Good lumber from Looters, but down in miraculous style. And then Reese with a little attack on Titan salute. So we've left the world of One Piece. We're into a whole new anime. And all the while, Vincent Chapman shaking that thing, pulling off a couple drag queen drops. The folks go nuts. It's now 3 anime celebrations from Alexiadis tonight already. He's on a record pace.
I think Eric Jones Jr., the Bananas catcher, just handed Vincent his phone back to record that dance for the home plate umpire.
Excited to see what that angle looks like. I'm sure it'll be on Vincent's social media in short time. Now a ball and 2 strikes on Jordan Hussein. Just fouled off the splitter from Donaldson. And that is his go-to pitch. Low 90s fastball. And a really low spin rate splitter, which is what you want. Just falls off the table. Hussein, one of the toughest guys to strike out in Banana Ball. 10 sprints compared to just 3 Ks on this tour.
Has a strikeout rate below 4% right now for the Texas Tailgaters, which just tells you how good he is at putting together scrappy plate appearances as he's run the count full.
There's the swing and a miss. Broadcasters jinx in full effect. downright dirty splitter from Donnie, and Hussein with strikeout number 4 on the year.
Well, the numbers have been a lot better for Jared Donaldson pitching in relief this season. Has a 312 earned run average, a 325 minutes per inning mark, and his strikeout rate also boosted during his relief outings. It's at 19%. The Bananas team average this season is 14%.
0-2 coming to Zach Watson, and behind his head. Waddy grounded out to short. Back in the first inning, and he falls victim to the splitter as well. Donaldson, disgusting. A couple Ks and a 1-2-3 inning, as Donaldson and Lewis have combined to face the minimum through 4 scoreless. Nanners are up a point.
You got that right, Shark. We're bringing it here Saturday night in Pittsburgh, and now we're going to pump it up to another level. So I need everyone on your feet. All 40,000 on your feet. We're going to do the biggest hey baby the Berg has ever seen. So let's get those hands up in the air. Here we go, Shark. Clap those hands and follow along. Here we go. Get those arms waving. Keep it going, hands up. Now keep it clapping as we shuffle. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Welcome back to Banana Land. We are live from PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Brett Loftus and company, hey babying as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and here's Jesse.
All-Star and Silver Slugger from your Pittsburgh Pirates. Please welcome Jack Wilson.
Jack Wilson makes his Banana Ball debut. And what a special moment for the over 40,000 fans on hand here in Pittsburgh. Chief among them, the Nanners shortstop Ryan Cox, who grew up idolizing Wilson. He faces the Dodgers' 2nd-round draft pick back in 2019, Jimmy Lewis. Spent 6 years in the organization, throws some serious cheddar. The only bugaboo is the control. He has been a lot better as of late. I mean, this is a no-joke matchup for Jack Wilson, a guy who spent 12 years in the bigs, but the finale was back in 2012 with the Braves.
Recorded 200 hits in a season for the Pittsburgh Pirates, was really known as one of the elite defenders at shortstop, and he rolls this one back to Jimmy Lewis, who comes away with the second trick play out for the Texas Tailgaters in tonight's contest. Flipping that one through the legs nonetheless. The crowd here in PNC Park giving Wilson another big round of applause.
What a way for the big 6'6" righty to grab his second trick play of his banana ball career. Looks like there was a challenge, must have been from the fans. And the call is upheld. Vincent Chapman, our dancing home plate umpire, took a quick look at the monitor. It says, yeah, that one's not getting flipped. Sage advice from the Bananas mascot, Split. Might be giving it to the wrong guy, though. D.R. Meadows, the defending banana ball MVP, only has one home run, and he had none last year en route to most valuable player honors. He does it with contact, speed, and an unbelievable glove. This is a tough play, no chance. Moon charging in. The only way he had a shot in the world to get the speedy Meadows was with the bare hand attempt. Couldn't grab it cleanly. And that's a one-out infield single for the doctor.
Yeah, just a slow chopper over on the left side. Munoz' only option was to try and complete a barehanded grab to throw out Meadows. Does not wind up nailing it. Now Alex Ziegler has something in store for us.
Grand finale with Alex and his mom, Mary Jane. What a special moment for the Zieglers. Mary Jane from Butler, Pennsylvania. That's where she and Alex's dad, Bruce, raised Alex. And Ziggy didn't go far for college. Went down to the California University of Pennsylvania, about an hour south of where we are right now in Pittsburgh. And bounces this one to the left side. Munoz bounces it to second. Luter's over to first. Tailgaters go around the horn. A trick play, double play. And that helps Jimmy Lewis face the minimum.
Awfully efficient inning for Jimmy Lewis, tossing just 9 pitches in the fourth. And the Tailgaters pick up 2 more trick plays thanks to their righty and Travis Munoz over at the hot corner.
Let's get it on down to SB.
Hey, Vico, Josh. Yeah, we got Jack Wilson here. We're actually heading towards second base, but just stepped into the box. 40,000 people, sold out PNC Park. How'd it feel?
I felt amazing. Amazing to be back. This is my baseball family, so good to be back home. Wish I had done a little bit better, but Got a hard 90 in at the old PNC, so it was awesome.
And I know you two here have got pretty close here. Ryan, actually, you're the shortstop. You're doing second, but Ryan, you got an offer for him?
Yeah, this is your city. Short's yours. It'd be an honor for me to slide to second, and hopefully we get a double play. My all-time favorite Pirate, my all-time favorite player. Short's all yours, man.
Vico, Josh, just watch out for that double play. I think they got a little magic in Pittsburgh today.
Boy, wouldn't that be something? So Jack Wilson will be at short. Ryan Cox, for the first time in his illustrious 4-year Savannah Bananas career, shifts over to second. And what a double play duo. Getting to share the middle of the infield with his all-time favorite baseball player. That is the magic of Banana Land.
Yeah, it's such a cool move as well from Ryan Cox. Pretty similar to what we saw Alex Rodriguez do for Cal Ripken Jr. in the 2001 All-Star game. Letting the legend in his very last season play at his original position at short. Now Jack Wilson gets to do the same thing back in his home ballpark with the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, Jack spent the vast majority of his big league career here in Pittsburgh. 9 of his 12 years. And a big swing and a miss from Nick Lopez on the splitter from Donaldson. Donnie rode that split fastball to 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. And now gets off contact. Cox immediately in on the action, gets the trick play. Ball finds you when you're in a new spot. The glove magician getting it done.
And it's Jack Wilson immediately running over to give Ryan Cox the hug and a congratulations, as he's now up to 180 this year.
Well, how apropos to have the pride of Jolton, Tennessee, who has taken down a couple line dancing championships in very nearby Nashville, to 2-step his way up to the dish. Started the game as the designated runner, so that position is now dead for the Tailgaters. He's pinch hitting here in the EH spot for Taj Porter. 2-0 from Donnie. What a take on the splitter. Now 3 balls and no strikes. And a free heater coming. Wow. Strike 1. Big swing and a miss. Like Donnie pulled the string on the 3-1, the payoff. Chopped foul, will do it again.
Well, for Joe Nelson Smith, a big part of his journey to Banana Ball started with him posting line dances on TikTok that got the attention of people around Banana Ball. Now Donaldson delivers a second payoff pitch, and it is Joe Nelson Smith swinging through it and going down on strikes, as Donaldson now has 3 punchies.
All 3 of them coming on the splitter. It's looking wicked tonight. It's the pitch he rode to.
Pitcher! Dakota Stilts Albritton.
That was rude, Tyler Gillum. I was storytelling. Here's Dakota Stilts Albritton. Well, we'll talk about Donnie's 121 strikeouts and taking home 2022 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year honors another time. New man is on the mound, and Dakota Stiltz Albritton to the Steel City by way of Ellaville, Georgia, has been absolutely fantastic on the mound here in his 5th World Tour.
It's the 35th time he has been handed the banana ball this season. He's 2 2/3 innings away from setting a new career high for most innings pitched in a season. And last night we saw him record his 2nd strikeout of the year against Marcos Castillo. After falling behind 3-0, he threw 5 consecutive strikes, which resulted in the K.
It's got a fun matchup. Indiana Stanley is the lone tailgater to reach base so far tonight. He singled back in the 2nd and was promptly picked off. High fly ball, foul territory. Kyle Jackson with room to play. And Stiltz does the job again. Induces soft contact. It only takes 3 pitches to get the last out here in the top of the 5th. And 3 Georgia boys, Lewigs, Donaldson, and Albritton, have combined to face the minimum through 5. What a night it's been for the kid out of Aliquippa, Ryan Cox, with a couple trick plays at short and added his 3rd in at 2nd. And I think we're about to get a special guest, Dalton Malden. You've got the mic. The songbird of our generation is going to kick off a bit of a halftime show here. And gym class heroes rock the heck out of PNC Park with over 40,000 fans on hand, and Travie all laughs. Took a stumble coming out of the crowd. The show must go on. I mean, come on, calm, cool, collected. Shout out Dalton Malden for slapping the hat on mid-performance. That was really fun stuff. And now Joe Sperone, the new man on the mound, is we are finally ready to kick off the bottom of the fifth.
Tailgaters rookie is finally finding his footing here in August. He's picked up 3 strikeouts in his last 4 innings without allowing a run. He's averaging 3 outs in 2 minutes and 49 seconds here in the month of August as he misses outside to Dalton Malden, who's coming to pitch in for Dan Oberst.
And just got to sing with Travie McCoy. Good contact, wrong part of the park. Well struck right to Zach Watson. So a barrel after the walk-up from the songbird of our generation. Just won't show up in the box score. And another look at the line out to start the last of the fifth. Fastball gets the outside corner as Sperone jumps ahead of Reese Alexiadis. 0-2 count on the Nanners right fielder. He struck out his first time when Kitchen and Justice were on the mic with us. Able to combine powers on the K. And now a worm burner to second. The tip trick drill off the kick from Jonathan Luters, and Sunshine continues to excel with brand new tricks nearly every ball game.
Yeah, and he's the guy who's really started to incorporate the feet into trick plays here in Banana Ball. Another aspect that he's trying to incorporate into his celebrations is taking inspiration from soccer players. So many guys have different celebrations. Luters is trying to tap into that, just like we've seen Alexiadis do with One Piece.
Flare to the bare hand. Jordan Hussein grabs the second trick play of the inning. Joe Sperone, quick work.
1 minute and 35 seconds for the young right-hander. We'll be right back with more Banana Ball on TruTV.
Oh my gosh, YouTube, it's just us. Well, we watch Ryan Kellogg and company fire t-shirts into the crowd. How have you folks been doing? It hasn't just been us since the end of the first.
Did you like Gym Class Heroes, guys?
Chat's been awesome. I loved Gym Class Heroes personally. That was a really fun one for me.
I like Dalton Malden masquerading as Bruno Mars. You would think,
right?
You would think it would be Danny Hosley. Nope.
No, I mean, looks-wise, he's there.
Right.
Voice-wise,
you need the voice of the songbird.
Probably got to be the guy, right? Chat, you've been great. It's been really fun getting to watch along out of the corner of my eye as we've had a really fun Banana Ball game so far tonight. Savannah Banana says Dalton Malden needs to play more. I mean, he's been fantastic in the opportunities he's gotten this year. I think it's a really good problem to have that the Bananas are so stacked. I mean, Bill Leroy just entered the game behind the dish. He hasn't played the first 5 innings. He's the team leader in OPS and slugging. Eric Jones Jr. is now out of the game, and he's been the best hitter on the team in August. It's so tough for Tyler Gillum and company to get all these guys the action they deserve. It's good to see this fan honored with the old tighty whiteys. Fallon Penny asking for Dalton in the booth. That's something we might be able to do one of the next few weekends. I think that's a great idea.
That'd be cool.
And as you can see,
he brings his guitar.
I would like that. You play us some tunes?
Yeah, I was thinking we could do like a group karaoke set.
Smoke on the Water?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Banana Ball, live on TruTV and HBO Max. An inning ago, Travie McCoy and gym class heroes rocking out PNC Park and the full capacity crowd with a little mid-game concert only in Banana Land. And now you look at the numbers for Kelsey Whitmore in her very young Banana Ball career.
5th time she's pitching this season for the Savannah Bananas. Became the first woman to throw a full inning in Banana Ball on August 16th in Chicago. And lately she's formed quite the connection with Ryan Cox, as 4 of her last 6 outs have turned into trick plays for the glove magician, who's already got 3 tonight. She's got a 5-pitch mix: fastball, sinker, changeup, slider, and a curve.
Mac Danford ahead 3-0. Jack Wilson is still out at shortstop, so if Kelsey continues to induce the ground balls to short, we'll see the Pirates legend get some action. That's a high strike.
And Jack was ready for ball 4 sprint defense. He was booking it to the second base bag.
He's locked in, tapped in. That is a moon ball in the infield. Cox with the call, tip drill, and the catch. 4 trick plays on the ball game from Ryan Cox. That's his second at second base.
And make it 5 of Whitmore's last 7 outs that have become trick plays for Ryan Cox, even with him moving over to second base tonight.
Well, now Jason Arendt pinch hitting for Travis Mignot. Arendt was able to lace a single last night. Part of that 5-run top of the 7th inning for the Tailgaters. That claimed their 3rd point. And he's behind 1-2. And another laser beam foul. Whitmore has been a member of the United States Women's National Baseball Team since 2014. One of the best women to ever play America's pastime, and induces a squibber right back to her. She's going to flip it over to first. Thought we might get her first career trick play. Prime showing her some options for it. Kelsey just content to get a second out.
Well, she may be awaiting to collect that trick play next weekend in her home city of San Diego. Good prep for Kelsey Whitmore, fielding her position very well. And now we get a pretty unique matchup in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. It's going to be Whitmore taking on another star for the Texas Tailgaters, Megan Wiggin, who got her first career Banana Ball knock last night.
And what a fun matchup this is for a plethora of reasons, as Wiggins takes the heater up and out. Wiggins played softball her entire life. This is her first entry into the baseball world. Kelsey Whitmore played baseball her whole life and didn't play softball until college. Fielded between the legs, Corral Prime over to Whitmore, bang, bang at first. Kelsey just able to beat Wiggins to the bag as she twirls a 1-2-3 top of the 6th inning.
And does it in 2 minutes and 25 seconds for the Savannah Bananas. The quickest work we have ever seen from Whitmore.
One last look at the trick play from Prime, and let's get it down to Brett Loftus.
So, down here with a Permanis Bros sandwich, and I said, we got our starting pitcher tonight, Cole Ketchum. We got our closer, John Reed. So, Cole, I want you to unwrap that for me. I want you to start this one off here. Cole, I also want you to feed it to me a little bit, and I want you to tell me about your outing tonight.
You know, my outing, it was good. First 2 innings went pretty smoothly. 3rd inning, 3 hits in a row. Nothing you could, well, there actually is something you could do. You could be better, and I just need to be better.
Why are you doing your mustache red tonight?
I don't know if you've noticed, but we have some red in our jerseys, and we just kind of wanted to highlight that with the stash. I've also been on the hunt for blue hair paint lately, and the brand that I like has yet to be in stores as of lately. So.
Hi, Reed. You were the closer last night, and you were Mr. Beast. So, just tell me about that while you feed me this.
Yeah, Chandler was awesome. He was a great guy. I mean, letting me do that and throw him 3 fastballs, see if he could catch up to it. It was a pretty fun time. Hopefully I get clipped in the video. Tag me, Mr. Beast, if you're watching.
Hopefully I get clipped right here, Big on Josh. I just choked a little bit. I need a little bit of body armor. Get her up, and yeah, I got to go wash this down a little bit.
Okay, good luck, Brett Loftus. Don't pull a Chad Reese. Careful down there.
Oh. I think it's a lot less difficult to choke on a sandwich with fries than steak, which is usually the main culprit for Chad.
I'll never forget Fogo de Chao in Houston. Jimmy Strings, the new man on the mound for the Tailgaters. And you get a look at his numbers here in his first tour.
Well, he's the fiddle player for the Texas Tailgaters and also one of their left-handers out of the pen. Strings, I should say, 1-1 this season, who commands a 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, changeup, and curveball. And he said his one goal this season was to collect a strikeout in a big league stadium. Still hasn't done it through Cincy and Philly, hoping he can accomplish it here in PNC.
Kirill Prime, the first of 3 straight minor leaguers for the Nanners here, as behind the back on the run, Indiana Stanley makes a tough trick play look so easy. He's up to a baker's dozen here on his first full tour. And he's only come up empty on him once. It was a ball that just squeaked out of his glove on a behind-the-back attempt at Citizens Bank Park. Outside of that, it's been spotless with the trick play attempts.
And he never really had an opportunity to plant himself in center field either. Came away with that behind-the-back snag on the run for the Texas Tailgaters, just making it all the more impressive.
Well, Ty Jackson turns me into a liar. He pinch hits for Robert Anthony Cruz, so it will be former minor leaguer Ty Jackson, and then, of course, Bill Leroy is in for Eric Jones Jr., so I was 1 for 3 on that proclamation. Ty sprays this down the right field line, juggled, and doesn't matter once it is not caught cleanly. Of course, the fans can be delighted. They should be. A nice snag on the tip drill, a souvenir, but it's got to be a clean catch from bat right to the hands for an out to be made in Banana Ball. Still looking for our first foul out to a fan tonight. Jackson trying to steal first. Taj Porter on the run. Oh, what a play by the Quad Father. A Jeter throw from the backstop to nail Ty Jackson trying to steal first base.
And this comes in Porter's second game back from injury. Second time he's played since the 1st of August. Was able to pounce on that banana ball quickly enough, get a friendly ricochet off the back of home plate, and then nab Ty Jackson at first base as Ty 2 fly, still waiting for that first steal of first here in 2025.
He's one of the fastest guys in the sport, too. That was a phenomenal play. And now Bill Leroy here in his first inning of action. He was 2 for 3 last night. Remains white hot at the dish. And he's been a firefighter killer primarily here in his 8th year as a Savannah Banana, but taking the hurt to the Tailgaters as well. Dangerous pitch coming from Jimmy Strings.
When this limited sample size against the Tailgaters, Leroy is 4 for 10 against them with a double, a home run, and 3 runs batted in, and has a 3-0 lead in the count against Jimmy Strings, who nails the strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, pitcher's pitch and hitter's count right there. Bill Leroy still ahead 3-1 though. And he misses. You go back to that battle as Leroy stepping on the gas, gonna try and get 2 bases. He does. The 7th and final Tailgater to touch the ball behind the pitcher and catcher is Marcos Castillo, the right fielder. Good hustle by Bill. Earns the 2-base sprint, which was the first sprint allowed by either team tonight. Took all the way to the bottom of the 6th, and here comes Danny Hosley. Is not going to hear the end of it from his teammates. He went 2 for 4 on breaking the plates during the specialty walk-up, and now sprays a foul ball their general direction.
Well, in case anybody was making fun of him, you know, they better not now with Hosley hitting a laser beam over towards that first base side and dugout. Now Springs waiting to deliver the 0-1 pitch, and Hosley, another foul ball, this time over by the Tailgaters dugout.
Danny Do-It-All is the difference in this ball game. A walk-off double to win the 3rd inning. So the only point scored by either side. He's got the inning-winning run in scoring position. Malachi Mitchell, the fastest man in Banana Land. And this one lofted to the seats. Can the fans get strings out of it? Not on that foul ball. Jimmy Strings grew up part of the Tobble family band, made it to the top 20 in America's Got Talent back in 2008. Traveled playing music for 15 years together. His 3 sisters are all classical musicians. Jimmy sang in college. Can play just about every instrument under the sun. And looks like he's going to escape. Trey Jones going out. No, it falls right between Jones and Hussein. Neither of the Houston kids can take control. And Malachi Mitchell pulling off back handspring scores just ahead of the tag from Taj Porter. That was pure banana ball madness as the Nanners double their lead. Both walk-offs tonight coming off the bat of Danny Hosley. Boy, he thought he was out. Turned out he was the hero.
Please join the Bananas and Tailgaters in honoring the men and women that serve this great nation as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country. To our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Tailgaters say thank you.
Welcome back to Banana Ball, live on TruTV and HBO Max, presented by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Well, the sun has set on the Steel City, Pittsburgh, and the Roberto Clemente Bridge. It gets you from downtown to our side of the Allegheny River here on the North Shore. Gage Voorhees, the new man on the mound for the Nanners as they lead 2-0 going to the top of the 7th.
The Bananas rookie at the center of the diamond for the 29th time this season. Voorhees has had a very rocky month of August, allowing 9 earned runs and 11 hits in 3 2/3 innings pitched. It's certainly not been what he's wanted, but he's got a 106 MPI plus, which means he is still 6% faster than the tour average arm.
Sprite! Yes, it is. Let's go. Give it up to Skip right here.
And now this. Marcos Castillo blasts his head coach in the face with some Sprite, and Joe Mikulik able to nail the soda. Guy knows his bubblies. Impressive. Here are the numbers for Castillo here on his first World Tour. Bounding ball foul down the third base line. Castillo came in defensively into right field. He's swinging it here in the 9-hole in Taylor Justice's spot, who started behind the dish. And a 1-2 count, and that's the slider from Voorhees. Part of his 5-pitch mix. Now a 360, fires it behind Castillo, who's taken off for first. Leroy between the legs, transfer in time! A trick play from Bill Leroy as he guns down Castillo trying to steal first.
Just when it seemed like Bill Leroy was getting a little too greedy, transferring between the legs, he nonetheless has the arm strength to gun down Castillo. And now 2 different batters have been caught stealing first base tonight. And that replay confirms the out there for Castillo. Unreal.
And great banana ball IQ on display. Corel Prime goes to the safety base, which you cannot go to on balls hit in play, but on steal of first base attempts, you can. And that is the second caught stealing of first base we've seen across the last inning of play. Ball and 2 strikes on Trey Jones. And the big bender just misses up. He's swinging it here in the 10-hole in Jonathan Luder's spot. He's taken over left field. Sprays this one to third, and knocked down by Hosley, and over to first just in time. Heck of a play by Danny Duedall. Uses his body to knock down the hot shot, and 2 away.
Just a really intelligent baseball decision from Danny Hosley. That one sharply hit over to him. Make sure to keep it in the infield and in front of him. And Jones retired. Voorhees with a nice out there from Hosley, and that unconventional first out courtesy of Bill Leroy.
Back to the top of the order we go. Jordan Hussein trying to get something going with 2 away. And he doesn't bite on the slider just south of the knees. It was Hussein and Jones miscommunication on a ball that really should have been Trey Jones coming in from left. Could have taken command of the situation. Certainly was a catchable ball. This would still be just a 1-point advantage for the Nanners, but it fell between Jordan and Trey. Nanners got to double their lead, and now the Tailgaters have their work cut out for them here with less than 3 innings to play.
Certainly a tough break for the Tailgaters. Hussein thought he had the best read on that banana ball. Jones kind of was crashing in a little too late. And Hussein getting to stay alive in this plate appearance against Voorhees. Can't get the call on the outside portion of the plate as Hussein drops this banana ball into left field for a 2-out single.
That's only the 2nd hit of the night for the Tailgaters. And if Hussein can avoid making an out on the base paths, it will mean that finally Bananas pitching staff has not faced the minimum tonight. It was an Indiana Stanley single back in the 2nd. It's the only other offense so far tonight for the Gators. Ball and no strikes on Zach Watson. A strikeout and a ground out so far for the Ruston, Louisiana native. And he's quickly behind 1-2. Voorhees working out a lightning pace. Slow roller fielded between the legs. Behind the back. 360 glove flip from Ryan Cox. His 5th trick play of the ball game. Nasty work to close out the top of the 7th.
Massive gasp from the crowd in awe of the incredible work from the glove magician. Nanners still up 2-0.
To compete in a balloon popping race. We're going to send the gentleman towards home plate. Their wives are going to run towards them with a balloon. First, they're going to hug pop. Then they're going to sit pop. And then they're going to thrust pop. The first couple to complete these pops will be our winner, Pittsburgh. This is Meta Pops. In 3, 2, 1, go! It's time for the hug, a big old squeeze.
Welcome back to Banana Ball live on TruTV and HBO Max. Starting next week, the Texas Tailgaters embark on their debut tour across 3 straight weekends in the Lone Star State. For the first time ever, the Tailgaters will get to be the home team. It will be their show, and all 6 games played will be against the Party Animals. It is going to be an awesome ride.
Yeah, it's going to be a super exciting challenge for the Texas Tailgaters. Getting to bring more elements of their show to Banana Ball, and the right-hander Brian Trepanier out of Columbus, Georgia is one of those arms you'll see across that headline tour. He's striking out 22% of the total batters he's faced this season. Tops on the team. The only issue, that is the same amount of ball force sprints that he's issued to batters this season. So for Trepanier, he's got to cut down on his free passes going forward this season.
Gives Jackson Olsen a good spook with the heater behind his keister, and then follows it up with a front door bender. And then a fastball. He's ahead 1-2. 6-pitch mix from Trepanier. And Olsen lining that one towards center, racing in, diving catch! Indiana Stanley putting on a defensive clinic this weekend in Pittsburgh.
Unbelievable running catch from Indiana Stanley, who originally started Banana Ball as a catcher, has really impressed in center.
2006 NL batting champion for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Please welcome Freddie Sanchez.
Freddie Sanchez breaking it down here in his Banana Ball debut. Spent 6 of his 10 years in the bigs, calling PNC Park home. And so cool, he makes his debut the same night as Jack Wilson. These 2 guys played on a summer league team together in high school. And when Freddie got called up to the bigs, it was Jack Wilson who said, hey, you can come stay at my place. This one sprayed out to right. And a backflip catch! Zach Watson with the acrobatics to take care of Freddie Sanchez.
Well, you just see the defensive versatility from all of the Texas Tailgaters. Watson moving from left field to second base tonight, and now impressing with his backflip abilities in the infield as Freddie Sanchez and Jack Wilson have both hit into trick play outs tonight.
Kyle Jackson on the first pitch he sees tonight. A skyscraper into the cowboy hat of Jordan Hussein. So a couple trick plays and a web jam for the Tailgaters defensively, as Brian Trepanier excellent on the bump. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th. It's still 2-0 going to the 8th. And YouTube, once again, it is just us. What a ball game. Holy moly. Gosh, you just never know what you're going to get to break out information-wise. Welcome back to Banana Land. The previous half inning, Freddie Sanchez making his Banana Ball debut with over 40,000 fans on hand to cheer him on. And the second pitch he saw flew into a backflip catch by Zach Watson. As we head to the 8th, the Bananas up 2-0, and Kyle Perry out of Omaha, Nebraska to the Steel City. And the southpaw gets a strike on the switch-hitting Nick Lopez, who lines this one the opposite way. Alexiadis, diving catch. Another spectacular defensive play. Both squads tonight flashing the leather left and right.
But it doesn't take a lot of advanced metrics to show you that Reese Alexiadis had an elite jump and a terrific route to that banana ball to make an incredible diving snag to start the 8th inning. As this is Kyle Perry's first time getting to duke it out against the Texas Tailgaters. As this one fouled back behind home plate and Tosh Porter. We'll get to see another pitch.
And we get to see him swing it from the right side for the first time tonight. And he blasts this one deep out to right center field. Meadows on the run. Diving catch, are you kidding me? Back-to-back sparkling plays to kick off the 8th inning.
Web gems aplenty for the Bananas outfielders here in the 8th inning. Late stages of the game, the defense shining behind KP, who's got to love what he's gotten from Super Reese and the doctor.
Well, now Indiana Stanley, who is fresh off a fantastic diving catch in the bottom of the 7th. Indy has one of the 2 Tailgaters hits tonight. It's a team that was dynamic offensively across their first 13 games. Across their past dozen, it's been the pitching that has been their trademark, as this one is rolled to short. Cox behind the back transfer. What a stretch from prime time at first. 6th trick play on the ball game for the glove magician here in his hometown series. He is shining at short.
And it's yet another sub-2-minute we've seen tonight. 148 for KP. Nanner still leading in this one.
All this year, we're going to light up the sky here at PNC Park. And now, I want you to join in, and as loud as you can, sing a little yellow. Here we go.
YouTube. What a sight this is, huh? I was trying to tell you, and then we had to have a little showman of the game conversation off the air. Last commercial break. That Freddie Sanchez, his last year of college, he played at Oklahoma City University, which means he was coached by Keith Lytle, Joe Lytle's dad, and then stayed at the Lytle's house a few times throughout his pro career. He would always hit with Joe's dad, Keith. And then Freddie got Joe and Keith into the Pirates clubhouse with Joe as a kid. And Joe got to play ping pong against Jack Wilson in the clubhouse. He said it was one of the most special moments of his life. I mean, come on. No time to say it on TNT, HBO Max.
Well, it's obviously cool to see the effect that Keith had on the career of Freddie Sanchez. A man who did not have an easy journey to playing professional baseball. He was born with a right club foot and a pitching toe to left foot.
Yeah, he had surgery at 13 months old. Took years of physical therapy. Doctors thought he would never walk normally. Ends up having a 10-year big league career. A fantastic one at that. And he credits Denny Crabaugh and Keith Lytle for his eventual successes in the bigs. Lytle taught him to hit to all fields as opposed to being just a pull hitter. Of course, you could see that in Keith's son.
The proof is in the pudding right now for Joe Lytle, who has hits that are pretty consistent to left center and right field this season. Very disciplined and a hard guy to shift against. The same could be said about Sanchez.
And, well, they don't get it on national TV. YouTube, you get the storytelling. We're about to be back. Welcome back to live Banana Ball here on TruTV and HBO Max. In the middle of the 8th inning, we turned the lights out in PNC Park, and The full capacity crowd of over 40,000 fans lit up the sky themselves. The Roberto Clemente Bridge in the background ablaze as well. And now Brett Carson, the new man out of the pen for the Tailgaters, gets a called strike on Dan Oberst. It's 3, 4, and 5 in the Nanners lineup. Alexiadis on deck, Cox in the hole. Oberst the DH. Was pinch hit for by Dalton Malden his last turn through the order, and plunked the only time he's gotten to swing the lumber tonight. 1-2 from the Tailgaters southpaw. And it'll be bounced to first. Mac Danford bouncing it to himself. Behind the back, transfer under the leg. Pick your favorite part of the trick play. At the end of the day, Big Mac up to 11, and he has yet to boof one.
Was bouncing, flipping behind the back, then through the legs before taking it to the bag himself. Looks like 3 tricks in one play for Danford. And Brett Carson, nice to see him getting ahead in the count against Dan Oberst, although he has fallen behind 2-0 to Super Reese.
Carson from not too far down the road in Nashville, Ohio. Phenomenal two-way player. Started his banana ball career as hot as you could be, both on the mound and at the dish. Has cooled off a little bit rather on both ends, but boy, at the peak of his powers, he could be one of the best talents in the sport. As he can't find the zone against Super Reese, fires 4 bad ones out of the 5 pitches he tossed, and Alexiadis content with 1 base on the sprint. Tailgaters get it to every fielder behind the pitcher and catcher in short order. Only the second ball 4 sprint we've seen in the ball game.
Well, that swing and miss stuff from Brett Carson has really faded as the season's gone on. Through his first 6 in the 3rd innings pitched, he was striking out 33% of batters,
which is absurd.
Across his last 8, that has fallen to just 9%, and the earned run average has ballooned as well, as this one is hit over to Mac Danford, and it's back-to-back between the legs transfers. Danford and Hussein turning to a double trick play, double play.
Playing catch with each other. Big Mac to Hussein, right back to Mac. 3-6-3 as the Tailgaters twist it and pick up a pair of trick plays in the process. So the deficit is 2 for the Gators going into our final inning, where every run scored counts as a point. If we are tied at the end of the 9th, we will go to tiebreaker showdowns, which is exactly what happened last night. We came into the 9th tied at 3. That's how the inning ended as well. And we got 3 rounds of showdowns for our trouble. Showdown shutdowns being traded by Danny Hosley and John Reed through the first 2.5 rounds. And then Eric Jones Jr. with the first ever Savannah Bananas walk-off home run in showdowns out of the park in Grand Slam fashion. Only the 2nd walk-off Grand Slam in banana ball history. Both have come against the Tailgaters here in 2025, and they have a tall task. The former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer Austin Krasminski trying to nail down the save.
Well, with every run counting for a point here in the 9th, being down 2 is not an insurmountable lead for the Texas Tailgaters. But Austin Krasminski is really pitching at his best right now, as he is attempting to go 2 consecutive months without allowing an earned run to his opponents. In that span, Prem is averaging 3 outs in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, while striking out 18.5% of the batters he's faced, and has 6 saves in 8 opportunities this season, with opponents batting .242 against him in his sophomore season.
The Tailgaters have Mac Danford due to swing at first. And then it'll be Travis Munoz. And Big Mac, 2 for 5 with a couple doubles last night. Lines this one to right. Alexiadis on the run. Once again, the man on the spot pulls off the Frankie Super celebration. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 9th.
All weekend, Reese Alexiadis has been dialed in defensively in right field. Some great diving catches, incredible routes to the banana ball, 2 outfield assists as well. And Krem, 2 outs away from getting the Bananas a 2nd straight sweep against the Texas Tailgaters this season.
Munoz pops this one towards center on the run, and D.R. Meadows wanted to pull the backflip catch, didn't have the right angle, and instead will celebrate the can of corn with Ty Jackson. So the game comes down to Austin Krasminski against the man who started in right and is now on the mound, Brett Carson. Joe Mikulik has not used his golden batter. He's relying on his 2-way star to get the game's tying run to home plate. 2 straight bad ones from Krem. Bouncer up the middle, past the dive of Ryan Cox. Brett Carson does the job. And now the Tailgaters get the tying run to home plate.
Well, strictly against the Bananas this season, Brett Carson's been one of the Tailgaters' best bats. That is his 7th hit this season against the Bananas, and it keeps the Gators' hopes alive. And in the hands of Marcos Castilla.
Marcos was caught trying to steal first, and now bounces one to Ryan Cox. Across the diamond, in time. The Nanners blank the Tailgaters 2-0. And claim the sweep here in Pittsburgh.
An impressive ball game tonight. The Bananas shut out the Texas Tailgaters, both in runs and points. Collect the sweep in the hometown for Ryan Cox and Alex Ziegler. And impressively enough, play a ball game against the Tailgaters that concludes in 1 hour and 39 minutes.
Pretty unbelievable to get an action-packed and entertainment-filled 9 innings of banana balling in 1 hour and 39 minutes. That is the beauty of our young sport. And now the Nanners have earned the right for a 2nd straight night here in PNC Park to dance. They emerge victorious in the 300th banana ball game ever played. And the plot thickens. They have pulled within a game and a half of the Party Animals, who currently claim the #1 seed in the Tour Championship come October. Our showman of the ball game, the hometown kid, Ryan Cox. He did it all with the glove. 6 trick plays, starting with the first play of the ball game, as well as the second. Then he grabbed a couple trick plays at second base, and right back to short for his final 2.
Yeah, pretty cool night for Ryan Cox, the glove magician #6, with 6 trick plays back in his home park. And for more with Ryan Cox, we send it down to Sam Bauman on the field.
Yeah, Josh, Mika, who else could it be but Ryan Cox, the hometown kid, back in Pittsburgh. Ryan putting on quite the show today. What does it mean to come out here and show out like you did in your hometown?
It's just been a blessing to play in this ballpark. I truly think it's the most beautiful park in the country, and just being able to get my feet underneath me. I was a little good nervous yesterday. Even today, it feels the energy. I feel my family, my friends, my support system. Just really a blessing to be home.
Look nerve-free today, Ryan. 6 trick plays. Getting to hang out with your pal Jack Wilson out there. So what does that mean to share the middle of the infield?
I always dreamed of being his successor. I followed and copied the way he played the game, from the Flip Oakley sunglasses to the flair that he played with. Being able to just play catch with him every day, take ground balls. The childhood kid in me is doing backflips.
Build a statue. Ryan, and I'll tell you this, Jack Wilson on the side, you go that flip to get it onto second base, blown away. What's it mean to have a guy that you idolize standing on the sideline, blown away by what you did out there?
It's surreal to just think that he was here to watch us play, not alone just like talk trick plays and see it. It was the same bad hop I got last night that I didn't make the play on. So being able to execute and seeing his reaction was priceless.
Ryan Cox, it couldn't have been anybody else. What a show for this guy, our showman of the game. Ryan Cox, Miko, Josh, back to you.
Thank you, Sam Bauman. Congratulations again to Ryan Cox. And you get a look at his first career trick play at second base and his second, moving over for his childhood idol, Jack Wilson, to play short. And Coxie looking like he's been at 2B his whole life. Calm, cool, collected. And you got to tip your cap to the Tailgaters as well. Being able to match the Bananas with 11 trick plays as the away team in a game where you gave up 2 walk-offs, only getting 2 outs across those 2 innings, and you don't get those 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Really impressive job by the Gators defensively.
I mean, to be honest, they played pretty stellar defense all weekend long. They were the Banana Ball team that entered with the fewest trick plays on the tour. They had 20 across 2 ball games, so averaging 10 per night. That's really good stuff for the Tailgaters, who are obviously a team learning and growing in this sport. And nonetheless, I think there are a lot of things to be really excited about as they embark on their headlining tour very soon. Unfortunately, just not a good night for their offenses. They got 5 extra base hits a night ago, something that had not happened in quite some time. We're only able to muster 3 hits tonight.
Yeah, this coming Friday night on the Texas Tailgaters YouTube channel, they will be battling the Party Animals in Frisco, Texas. That'll be the first ever Banana Ball game where the Tailgaters are the home team. It'll be the first of 6 straight. Then they go to San Antonio. They finish up in Round Rock. It's really going to be a blast to watch. Now, for the Nanners, they're going to be in action the very same night in San Diego against the Firefighters. So the Firefighters and Party Animals off this weekend. They resume battle this coming weekend, and it will be a final stretch, a sprint to that tour championship in October.
And look, there's a little bit of a slight advantage getting to be the home team in Banana Ball. I think that's obviously going to aid the Tailgaters in certain respects. But the Party Animals, across most of their franchise history, have played that away team, so they're very used to that, and that offense super powerful, as we've seen all year.
All right, let's hear for the man in the yellow tux. Get it back down to SB with Jesse Cole.
Thanks, Miko. Yeah, down here with Jesse Cole. Jesse, what a weekend in Pittsburgh. When we look at the 2 days yesterday, man, we filled every single minute, plus some going into showdowns. And then today showed how fast we could play this game while entertaining at a high level. How do you put in perspective a weekend like this?
I'll tell you, for a long tour starting February 1 to where we are now going into September, these guys are firing on all cylinders. Yesterday, maybe one of the greatest Banana Ball games of all time, you know, with the walk-offs, with the showdowns, and then tonight to play a game with the speed, but also 22 trick plays. But not even just the trick plays, the amazing diving plays. I mean, it's unbelievable the level of play that these guys are putting out right now. And they put on a show. You look, no fans leaving, everyone's staying to the last pitch, and that's what Banana Ball is all about. Very proud of these guys.
Hey, talk about adjusting. How can we not talk about Mr. Beast and what you guys had to be adapted to make something like that happen yesterday?
Yeah, you know, Mr. Beast is special. You know, the focus on creating spectacle moments, giving back, and there were a lot of details that went into that, a lot of adjustments. You know, we actually did talk weeks ago. We said, well, what if a fan catches a foul ball? We went through the snares, and then it happens on the 3rd pitch. But that's what makes it great. You know, when you're in a place like this where you can create and do things and try things and things don't go as you plan, we're quick to adjust. We have an amazing entertainment team led by Zach Frangelo and Mr. Beast and his team, and we created moments. I mean, we're going to give away 50,000, gave away 110,000, so why not? And then obviously to have some great Pirates with us this weekend, have another great band. I mean, you never know what's going to happen when we go to these parks, and that's what makes it special.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen the rest of the tour, but we do know where we're going. The Bananas off to some markets we've never been to before, and the Tailgaters getting ready to take over Texas. What can people expect as we move on with the rest of the tour?
Well, look at what's happened with the Tailgaters. You know, they launched this year. Now they're approaching 1 million fans, 1 million followers in just a short period of time. People are falling in love with them. You look at all the people wearing their gear, dancing, the line dance, and the two-stepping. They're a serious team. They're already doing backflips. They are very far along. And I'll tell you, they're ready to take Texas by storm. It's going to be big. We're doing big with this tour. We're getting there days in advance, doing extra rehearsals. We're going to go crazy. These guys care. They want to represent represent Texas. They want to go big, and they're going to do it right. So I can't wait for that tour. I mean, that's happening. And then we're going to San Diego and Yankee Stadium and Seattle and Houston. I mean, it's wild how we're finishing this tour, but that's the way we do it. We like to go big.
And speaking of finishing the Tour Championship still on the horizon. We see teams not only entertaining, but competing. Their records matter. This stuff matters. And we're going to crown a Tour champion at the end of this year, Jesse.
You got that right. And we've been building to this for many years. When people thought we were just an exhibition team, we knew we were going to this to build a league. It just takes time to create fans and learn more about how to make the game better. And now the Tour Championship, and we got teams that are competitive. They want to win while putting on a show. This has never been done in sports. When you think about what's happening, yes, you have WWE, which I have a lot of respect to, but they're scripted outcomes. But to have the level of entertainment and now have the competitiveness, we have no idea what's going to happen, Sam, but I'll tell you, these guys want to win, but they want to put on a show, and I think we're about to do something no one's ever seen before. This Tour Championship is setting everything up for the league that's starting next year, and that is, I couldn't ask for any way to finish this with testing everything in Savannah this year.
Well, Jesse, I know you're already looking ahead to the future while your feet are firmly planted here. We've got a big selection coming up as well. We saw new ballparks this year. We saw football fields this year. Any idea what we can expect for that big selection show on the horizon?
I have a really good idea. I actually know most of it right now. Am I going to share it, though, on national TV? No, I'm not. But yes, I mean, like anything, everything we do is an experiment. We start small and we dream big. The One City World Tour, that's where it started in Mobile, Alabama. Called it the One City World Tour, 3,500 fans, but we were dreaming big about where we're going. And we still call it a world tour. And I'm not saying we're going internationals next year, but we will at some point. But we want to go all over the country. And I've said this, we want to go to places other people won't go. We want to go to the states that don't have professional sports. We want to go all over this country, and we're going to do that. With 6 teams, we're not afraid to do that and test things and try things. And now when you think, football stadiums, some of the greatest shows we had all year were football stadiums. We've heard from so many football stadiums all over the country that want to bring us in, and you better believe that's going to be in the mix. Some of the biggest stadiums in the entire country, but also some of the most smallest and most iconic and historic stadiums all over the country. It's going to be a great mix, and my goal is that fans, wherever they are, they can drive to a game within 4 to 5 or 6 hours max, and they can see Banana Bowl.
Well, Biko, Josh, I'll tell you what, if Jesse Cole can't get you fired up, you just don't have a pulse. We're going to take a breather and let you guys wrap it up for us. Biko, Josh, what a weekend in Pittsburgh it's been.
Thanks, SB. Yeah, that's a big reason why this is my 6th season here, because Jesse Cole's one of the greatest hype men in the known universe. And October 9th, the selection show they were just speaking of, it is always one of the most exciting nights on the calendar in Banana Land. Last year, it was announcing that we had 16 Major League Baseball stadiums and 4 football stadiums to go to. I cannot imagine how it's going to be plussed this time around.
Yeah, it's going to be obviously super exciting. If I had any guesses, it's probably going to be even more football stadiums come 2026. And certainly an exciting test for what will be 6 teams in Banana Ball next year.
All right, ahead of the Texas Tailgaters headlining tour, we got to hear from their head honcho. For that, we turn it down to Brett Loftus.
Let's talk through it one more time. There you go, Meg. One of the greatest Banana Ball games of all time last night. Talk us through that here in our 3rd Big League ballpark.
I thought we played really well, the whole time. I thought we pitched well in this series. We hit some balls hard tonight. Last night was just an epic game. I mean, they beat us in the last showdown there. But we've got some guys here playing hard. This is their first year playing Banana Ball, and I'm going to tell you, I'm so proud of them. They show up every day. They're asked to do a lot during the day of the game and rehearsals, practice. I mean, we show up here early, and it's a testament to their attitude and their character, how they approach this show or this game every day in Banana Ball. And it's not easy as a visitor and playing a good team as the Bananas. I mean, it's a challenge for us every night, but I thought we showed up well this series, and it's just one of those things. Baseball, we hit the ball hard tonight, right at people, but baseball sometimes doesn't work out in your favor, but you got to show up the next day and be ready to play.
And Mick, you talk about these shows, talk about being the away team, that's about to change. And next weekend we go to Frisco, 3 straight weekends, beginning our headliner tour. You're Texas guy. You spent a lot of time there on the field, off the field. How are things going to change for these tailgaters for the betterment the next week?
Frisco, I'm coming home, baby. I can't wait. Frisco, San Antonio, Round Rock, and Houston. I was 4 years old when I saw my first baseball game in the Houston Astrodome. But I can't wait to get to Texas. I can't wait to show Texas the Texas Tailgaters because it's so electrifying. It's so fun. There's a lot of excitement coming, and we're going to entertain. We're going to play to our best of our abilities, and we're going to be ready to go.
Texas Tailgaters Tour starts next weekend. Biko, Josh, Gator up.
Thank you very much, Brett. So cool to hear from Joe Mikulik, a Texas native who is going to lead this team on their first ever tour with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all again for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. It was a thriller, Josh.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. The pitching really reigning supreme for the Bananas. Across 18 innings, they only issued 2 ball-4 sprints and wound up with a sweep against the Tailgaters.
For our entire talented crew here, the Pittsburgh Pirates folks who helped us out, for Josh, Brett, Sam down on the field, I'm Biko Scala saying good night for now. We'll see you next Friday night here on TruTV. Until then, we will see you later!
Go Dogs.